I want to talk today about urge incontinence and urgency. So, urge incontinence is where you have the urgency to go pee. You try to get to the toilet and you're leaking on the way there, or you're actually peeing as you pull down your pants. So that's urge incontinence because it's linked with urgency. And one of the things that is really, really effective for changing this is decreasing your aggravants to the bladder. And we're going to do that with coffee because number one is coffee. So many of us drink coffee, and we might have a couple cups in the morning and 1 or 2 cups in the afternoon, or we might just have 2 cups in the morning and be drinking caffeinated tea later on in the day. So have a look at how much caffeine you're drinking. What do we want to get down to? Now, people find this very, very hard. I sometimes really have to negotiate with my clients because they do not want to give up their coffee and they do not want to give up their tea. But it'll stop you from peeing your pants all the time. So it's definitely worth it. What you want to do is do half caffeine, half decaffeinated. So mix them together. So in your cup of coffee in the morning, you have half calf, half decaf. And that doesn't mean that you get to have a bigger cup of coffee, okay? So you still have to have the same size cup of coffee, but make it half the amount of caffeine. And you want to stop having your caffeinated teas as well. So there are some decaf teas like Earl Grey, and I usually will recommend to my clients. And maybe you can have some herbal teas, but more like sort of peppermint, those types of things versus lemon zinger, which is lemon and ginger, which can actually irritate your bladder also. So try to have a look at your coffee and your tea pattern. Are you having a lot of caffeine over and over during the day? And that's actually where you're getting your fluid levels from, because you also might be dehydrated, and our bladders don't like concentrated urine either. So that can be an aggravant, especially if it has a lot of caffeine in it. So have a look at what you're drinking. Are you drinking enough water as well? So have your cup of coffee in the morning, make it a half calf, half decaf, and then no more caffeine for the rest of the day if you can manage it. I understand that people say, oh, I get headaches, and just try and cut it down so that you don't have so much urgency and so much urge incontinence. It can make a absolute change to your bladder, and it can be life-changing. You'll be able to do the things that you're worried about doing before, let's say going traveling or going out and seeing your friends, that type of thing. So give it a go, have a look at your diet and take it from there. And also let me know, I'm so curious, let me know if you're able to cut down your coffee. This is for the people who are urge incontinent, not for other things, but for the urgency, and see whether it made a difference. So I'd love to know, so you can comment below, and I'd like to see whether it's made a difference in your life. All right, take care.